Okay, so now everything is out of the box. I'll give you a quick close look at what we get. Yeah, we need to go on the grass. Hello everyone, Mark here, and today I'm just going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions video for you. I picked up this Wltoys PowerStar 2 4-channel 2.4 GHz 6-axis gyro micro helicopter. I got this from Banggood and I think I got it for around £30 delivered on one of their sales. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to this little helicopter so you can pick one up if you like it. So what we do, I'll give you a quick look around the box. Just basically you got your basic information on the bottom right hand corner here, and then a couple of pictures of everything showing you basically what you get inside the box. So what we do, let's open the packaging. Now what I'm going to do, I'll quickly open the packaging, we'll get everything out of the box, and then I will reposition the camera and give you a closer look. Let's cut that cable tight, get everything out of the box. Okay, let's get that charger out. It's going to be stuck right in there, isn't it? Sure, that's tight to get out. Okay, that's that. And then there should be an instruction manual somewhere. There we go. Right, that's everything out of the box. So what I'm going to do, I'll reposition the camera and give you a nice closer look. Okay, so now everything is out of the box. I'll give you a quick close look at what we get. We're going to get the instruction manual here. Basically it should tell you everything you need to know about the actual helicopter itself. It's quite a thick instruction manual. Obviously it's going to be in different languages and stuff like that, but it's quite informative. And then you've got a parts section there. So let's put that to one side. We actually want to look at the helicopter, don't we? So first off, I'll show you what we get in the bags. So we're going to get some spare props here. You're going to get a main gear as well, which is pretty good. You're going to get a tail rotor, and then you're going to get a little Allen key as well. In the other bag you're just going to get your USB lead, which you basically plug into the little provided charger, just like so, and then you attach that to a USB port, plug in your helicopter battery, charge the batteries. The light will be red when charging and green once charged. If not, it will be red when charging and turn off once charged. Some of them are different from what I've noticed, which is quite funky. Okay, so now you're going to get the transmitter. This is Wltoys basic transmitter. So basically this is the same transmitter you get for like the V911, the V988, as well as some of the others, I believe. Now it does feel plasticky, but this is a very cheap 4-channel Flybarless 6-axis gyro helicopter, so you can't expect too much from the transmitter. But at the end of the day, these work really well. One thing I do like about these, and that is the LCD display you get. Basically it's quite informative, quite cool to look at, but these transmitters work. It runs off of 6 AA batteries. I will put some in later. You've also got a little compartment here. This is pointless for this helicopter. Basically, if you get, I think it's, I can't remember what version it is, but one version has smaller batteries and the batteries fit inside there. Obviously I can't use that compartment for this helicopter because it runs off slightly bigger batteries. You've got your basic trim buttons on the left and right side. You've also got a debugging button here. Basically this is called a debugging trim button. So if you're noticing that you're having to trim your helicopter and you don't really want to trim it by using the trims, what you do, you go into the debugging flight section. You basically press this and it will trim out your helicopter while you're flying it. Then you can re-put all your trims back to central position, and then it will be flying great. I'm going to do a separate video on that because I'm not actually seeing many videos showing exactly how to do that, and this function is very handy. You've also got a rates button here. This is basically meant to change the rates, the speed rate of the tail motor. From what I've seen from people's videos, it don't make a huge difference, if a difference at all. Obviously I'm going to test that when it comes to doing my flight video, but yeah, that is it. Just a basic straightforward transmitter. Talked about that long enough. Let's actually see the helicopter. Now, to be honest, this is bigger than what I was expecting. The dimensions is 245 millimeters in length, 80 millimeters in height. It weighs 42 grams, nearly 42 grams, and the propeller length is also 245 millimeters, with a teeny tail rotor here that is 37 millimeters. Now it runs off of brushed motors, a super tiny 0615 tail motor, and a 8520 main motor, and you're going to get around, it's estimated you get a 5 to 7 minute flight time from the 3.7 volts 250 mAh LiPo battery. But I've seen people like JD Quad and stuff like that get close to 10-minute flight time, if not longer. And I'm going to be using bigger batteries for this as well. I'm going to do a very simple mod which will allow me to use my drone battery, so I'm going to be getting more flight time, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a nice basic helicopter. The landing skids here, they're quite flimsy but rigid at the same time. They've got some movement, nice bendy movement, so they're not going to break from a crash landing, that's for sure. You've got a fiberglass boom tail here, which is pretty strong. I can't see that breaking. I love the rear motor tail fin here. That's quite large. Some of them are really small, so it don't actually do a good enough job, but that's a pretty large tail fin, so I'm impressed with that. These blades feel quite stiff actually, and they've got a nice pitch on there as well, so that actually should help with giving the helicopter some lift. I'm actually going to take this canopy off just to show you underneath. Now, in Wltoys fashion, it's basically a very basic microchip board that the motors plug into, the servos plug into, so you can't adjust the gain on the gyro, which is a little bit of a shame, if I'm honest. I'm used to helicopters where I can adjust the strength of the gyro, because if the gyro's not strong enough, you're going to get an unbalanced flight characteristic. If it's too strong, it's going to yet again be a bit unbalanced, but just feel stiff. It's a shame you can't adjust the gyro gain, but it is what it is. This is a 30 quid helicopter. Now, the main gear, JD picked this up. These wires are very close to that main gear, as you can see, so you've got to be very careful. I'm not too keen on that, but I will just route the wires around the skid plate, and then it's going to keep them well away from that main gear. But these wires didn't need to be that long, so I might actually chop these down as well. We will see. You have got an adjustable swash plate, and this again, some people are not even mentioning this. You can put the servo arm links in different positions on the horns, and then it will change the flight characteristics of the drone. It will be like giving your helicopter slower rate. So if you change the position of the links to different ball joints, it will lower the amount of pitch your swash plate will actually move, which will slow your flight characteristics down. So I will see how it flies in both ways, and then obviously I will set it to how I actually want it. But But yeah, it's just a basic straightforward helicopter, guys. It does look pretty nice though. I love the Flybarless design. Now what I mean by Flybarless, for those people who don't know, it doesn't have a bar going across the top of the blades or the under the blades. I'll quickly show you that now. Bear with me. This is one of my older helicopters. This is my 9 Eagle Solo Bravo 2 helicopter, and as you can see there, you've got a fly bar at the top. Basically what that does is help keep the helicopter balanced. It does a great job at that, but there is slight problems with this. As you can see, they can actually hit the canopies and stuff like that if you're too aggressive in flight. But apart from that, they do work okay, but you're going to get much more of an aggressive flying style by having a flybarless helicopter. Now this thing is awesome. This is old. I don't even know if this works anymore, so I need to test that. But yeah, back to this one. I'm happy with that. Build quality wise, it's well worth the money. If you can get this for 30 quid, 100% do it, because it is well worth the money. The canopy is very flimsy, but that should be okay. It means it shouldn't crack very easy. There's no orientation light on the tail or the front, but I might actually attach I might put a light on the front here. It'd be quite easy just to wire an LED light to this microchip board, or maybe even to the motor itself, and give me a canopy light. But to be honest guys, I don't particularly need it on a helicopter. I can quite easily tell the orientation, because obviously canopy at the front, skinny tail boom at the back. It's quite easy to check the orientation. Now you're going to get around, they state 80 to 100 meters flight range. Now you're not going to be pushing this out to 100 meters because you won't see it, but yeah, for 50 meters you're good to go, and you're going to be able to see it no problem. Like I say, it does use a 250 mAh 3.7 volt LiPo battery, and the battery just slides into the undercarriage just like so. Now I was hoping to use my drone batteries. I'll quickly get one. Hopefully I can get one quickly. Here we go. So here's one of my drone batteries, which is a 380 mAh. Obviously they're the same length, same width, but the thickness, as you can see, there's quite a big difference in thickness, and it won't actually fit inside that. But I've ordered another skid plate, and I'm going to do a very simple mod which will allow you to use batteries like this, which will double your flight time hopefully. Obviously before I do a video showing how to do it, I'm going to check that the motor can cope with the longer flight times, because you don't want your motor overheating. But yeah, that is it for this one guys. Just want to do a quick video. It's not going to be quick because I talk way too much. But yeah, I just wanted to share my latest helicopter with you guys. I've been flying helicopters for many years, a lot longer than I've been flying drones for, but I kind of stopped doing it, and then got back into the trucks, and then got back into drones, got an aeroplane, and then I was like, I need to start getting some more helicopters, I think, because they are great fun to fly as well. So this is the first one I picked up. First of many, I'm sure. So that's it for this one guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button as well, and thank you so much for watching. But more importantly, happy RCing guys. Take care. Bye bye.